on a Friday. Covino and Rich. Covino got a little jump start on the weekend. I don't blame him. Celebrating his parents' 50th wedding anniversary. God bless anyone's parents that make it to 50 years.
That's big.
So props to Big Steve Covino. Hey, yeah. Kissing ass, and his mom, Hortensia. So, but I got the whole crew. I'm Rich Davis. We got Iowa Sam. We got Danny G. We got Dan Byer. Bursch, by the way, slaying it with the updates. Jolly Bursch. We're going to have a lot of fun today. Covino and Rich, let's be rocking out.
Yeah.
Doing it live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Now, if you missed any of today's show, well, of course, you could watch it on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR. Or Danny G does a hell of a job posting the pod, doing a best of each hour. And then this weekend, we get a best of the week. I know you're thinking, best of the week? Oh, yeah, he figures it out. Best of the week of this show. So all on the pod. Now, today, we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk multi-sport athletes because I'm going to predict a new trend in the world of sports because of all the money floating around. I guarantee something is going to happen, and we're going to start seeing it real soon. Plus, World Baseball Classic is popping. Ohtani, Juan Soto. We'll get to all that. And we're going to be joined by my dude and yours, Mr. Lights Out, Sean Merriman, because who better to break down whether or not Logan Paul could whoop the ass of NFL players.
This is the perfect athlete to have on about this topic.
Danny J, I thought the same. I'm like, who knows football and fighting more than a guy that's one of the best defenders of our lifetime and a guy that runs a fight league. So Lights Out, Sean Merriman will be here. But, before we get into all this, could we close the chapter on something? Could we, figure out something that we've been seeing all week on social media? Have you seen the CEO of McDonald's take a little baby bite of the new Arch Burger? Guy looks like he's never eaten McDonald's in his life. In fact, I wouldn't be shocked if he's like just the CEO and he's like, do you think I eat that trash? No way. It wouldn't shock me. And then Burger King came out. CEO is taking a big bite of a Whopper. Wendy's gets involved. But Danny G was kind enough on his way in to stop and get the new Big Arch. This is no commercial. If it tastes like ass, I'll tell you. If it's good, I'll tell you. But I figure, why not give it a shot together? Iowa Sam, you got your burger?
Yeah.
Danny G got your burger or what?
Yeah, they're in front of all of us right
well,
now.
I think we should all take a
except Dan Byer. He only eats chicken nuggies.
We should have got him a 6-piece. They have those little, you know what they have now in the kids' meal? Because once a week, you don't want to eat McDonald's too much and you'll feel like ass. I let my kids go once after baseball practice, and they have what we had as kids. Remember the little things that turn into animals? Like a burger will turn into a creature, or a box of fries turns into something, like little Transformer McDonald's toys. We'll get him one of those.
Well, I'll tell you what. I have this in common with Byer. I like what I like, and if somebody says, oh, there's this new burger, I'm not the first to go taste test it.
All right. Well, I think we all like a tasty burger.
This is a tasty burger.
Thank you. I'm going to say, if you ask me, my personal opinion, I'm more of a smash burger type of guy. I'm down with a little Freddy's. I'm down with a little Shake Shack usually. In-N-Out, I get down with. I F with In-N-Out. McDonald's, not usually. So let's do this. Let's cross this off our list of things, Danny. All week we've been trying to figure out. And if you don't know what we're talking about, the CEO of McDonald's, I think he, no offense to this guy, I'm sure he's trying his best, but you don't debut a new burger. Put a video out and take a little baby, honestly, a little baby bee bite. Like, just listen to a little recap of what this dude did.
McDonald's CEO probably doesn't actually eat McDonald's. After a recent promotional clip, that rumor is louder than ever. In the video, Chris Kempczinski appears on camera to introduce the new Big Arch Burger. He holds it up confidently, gives a quick introduction, and sets up what he calls the moment of truth.
Ooh.
Viewers expect a big, satisfying bite. Instead, he takes one of the smallest bites imaginable.
That is so good.
It's careful, it's controlled. It almost looks like he doesn't want to fully commit to it.
Oh, it looks
when
like
most people eat a burger,
like he
they
doesn't
go all
know how.
in.
You can turn it off. It looks like he doesn't know how to eat a burger. We're going to take a bite right now. We'll give you the scoop, and we can move on with our lives.
It looks like he doesn't eat burgers.
You know my rule. If I go out with a bunch of grown-ups, a bunch of grown men and women, I think it's embarrassing if you don't finish the burger on your plate. I really do. I think it's like a weird thing. You ever go out with like a group of people and you see someone left like a quarter of their burger? I could see leaving some fries or salad or something on the side. If you leave a part of your burger, like, what do we do? I would say, have you ever left a part of your burger?
No. If I have like an entree and there's a meat as one of the main courses, I usually finish the steak, finish the burger.
I mean, you have to. It's like part of the rules. What's up, Dan Byer?
What's up, fellas? How are you?
You're a nuggy guy, I heard. You're not in, huh?
No, well, yeah, here's the deal. I am plain hamburger. That's it. Bun in the meat only. So the lettuce, the cheese, I saw the video, and he was, as the CEO was describing the burger, it just had everything that I don't like. I have to say bun and meat, that's it. My diet's like a 10-year-old. And so I'm not in with the big arch unless it's Arch Manning. Like, that's the only thing that we are going with.
Yeah. It's like every night when my wife's like, what do you want for dinner? And yeah, whatever you want. She's like, no, for the kids, because my kids are like you. She's like, their menu is limited.
Yes. Dino chicken.
Dino nuggets, mac and cheese, maybe a plain burger. You got to trick them. All right, let's take a bite of this, and we'll move on with our lives. Danny G, Iowa Sam, all at the same time. This is the Arch Burger. That's it. It's a good-looking burger. It's a good-looking burger.
Oh, man, I didn't even bring my water in.
Uh-oh.
I know.
You guys got napkins?
No wash.
Sam, are you allowed to do that with the equipment?
Yeah. Well, just once. Just this once.
As you guys chew.
You know what? Pretty tasty burger, but it really tastes no different than if you were to get another McDonald's burger. It tastes like that, that McDonald's meat with a little sauce and cheese, no?
The McDonald's meat that comes out in the plastic tray.
Yeah. I mean, but that's a man bite. Look, what are we doing? All right.
Did you guys eat it? Danny ate it like the Burger King CEO. Remember how he was really trying to hot dog it? No pun intended, but he really took the big bite. Like, look, this is why I come to Burger King for the big bite.
For the big one.
Yes.
But I will say, DB, if I go to In-N-Out with my wife, she makes fun of that first bite. She's like, geez, you were hungry. And then I slow down. I'm like, oh, take a cue
Danny's
from her.
first bite looks like the Cincinnati Reds logo. It's just like it's just a wishbone of meat at the end, right?
My goodness, that's funny. All right, so hey,
pretty good, not bad. What do you give it? 1 out of 10 burgers.
Listen, so I would still prefer like a Shake Shack or In-N-Out or something like that. But this is
like
as far as
7 with 2 pickles.
I'll give it a 6.7. I'll be like an annoying teenager. 6.7. It's average. It's adequate. But if you think you're getting a different taste, it tastes like a McDonald's burger just with a little sauce on it.
It tastes like a Big Mac. It has more crunch with like crispy onions.
Yeah, it's all right.
I took like a full semicircle bite out of there. It's pretty good.
It's good. Yeah, I mean,
it tastes like McDonald's though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, there's no
all their signature flavors that they have in there.
If you ordered like a cheeseburger from McDonald's versus this, it's like tastes the same. So don't waste. My thought is don't waste your time and money. Danny G, you said it's almost $10 for one of these.
Yeah, after tax, it's $10.
How different is it from a Big Mac?
Not much. I can't tell you the last time I had a Big Mac, but it has that.
Except for the Big Mac sauce, yeah.
A little bit of the it's same. So hey, you know what? We did the work for you. Don't waste your time.
Do you? Well, that's the question. Like, is the promotion from all of this just to at least get you there once? Like you're saying, like, okay,
right,
it was fine, it was good, but like. I for a second there, I'm like, oh man, I feel bad for McDonald's that Rich didn't like it. But then I'm like, maybe that's just their point, is to get people into the walls, into the restaurant or drive-through for the one time to try it.
Well, that sign they have with billions served outside is there for a reason. But yeah, maybe you're right. If millions of people are like, I'll try it. I guess. Point made.
So, Rich, here's what is supposed to be on it: 2 quarter-pound beef patties, 3 slices of white cheddar cheese, which I couldn't tell the difference.
No,
racist.
Same.
Crispy and slivered onions.
All white cheese looks the same to me.
Crispy and slivered onions, which I could tell there was more of a crunch to it, which is nice, like with the lettuce, pickles, lettuce, and a new tangy big arch sauce, which tastes like the same sauce that's on a Big Mac.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that sauce that's on every like smash burger or anything.
Is
right?
it like basically Thousand Island dressing?
Yeah, come on. So hey, you know what? DB's right. I don't think this has the rage at all. Remember a couple years ago when it was the Popeyes chicken sandwich? Now that was something else, huh?
Yes, truly was. People standing outside. And here's the deal with Popeyes. So Popeyes will give you, if you were to order tenders, if you guys don't mind, I don't know if there's another topic.
Please do. I love food radio.
The great thing about Popeyes is that the spiciness doesn't come in the sauce when you're ordering the tenders or if you're ordering the chicken. The spiciness is within the chicken itself. There's a spicy, it's not just an adding of a sauce. The sandwich was different. The filet that they gave you was just a normal filet, but they give you a spicy sauce. So I'm not a big sauce guy, but I would have loved like Wendy's, the Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. The reason why it's so good is because the actual chicken is spicy. You can see the flecks of pepper on there. Like that's what makes it so good. And it's why I'm not a huge Raising Cane's fan, because it's all about their sauce. Otherwise, it's just, to me, plain tenders and fries.
Dan Byer likes his chicken sandwiches like a Latina woman, the spice within.
Yeah, a little spice.
That's what I'm getting out of this.
Latin and Armenian women. That's, I have to bring my wife into this.
Yeah, you want that inner
yes,
spice.
Absolutely. But that's the difference of it. So when you're just putting like the sauce that is spicy, I think in a way it's a cop-out for some of these places.
Yeah, you don't need that little extra sauce. I
Right?
hear you, DB.
Yeah.
That's good sauce.
That's a good sauce. Thank you, Ben Maller. All right, thank you, DB. Thank you, guys. So we could close the book, Danny G, on the burger wars of 2026.
Who do I owe $10 for lunch?
No, it's on me. Sam.
Is it going in the CNR budget?
It's go. Yeah, it's.
Thank you. Or
yeah.
taking out of the CNR budget.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Scott Shapiro.
Yeah, thanks, Scott, or whoever.
No, don't thank him.
CNR.
I'm paying for it.
It's the CNR budget.
But you know what? I always love when companies like, oh yeah, petty cash. I'm like, where does petty cash come from? I don't even know what that means. All right, listen, a lot coming up on the show. Thank you for indulging our indulgence of one. Actually, I took 2 bites. I'll be honest. I'm going to end up finishing
I'm
this
going
burger.
to crush this thing.
Okay.
I said
All right,
to Danny.
Portnoy.
I said to it's 1 bite, and everybody knows the rules, and we end up eating the whole thing, a la Dave. I said to Danny J, I go, why don't you just buy a couple and we'll split them? I'm going to the Dominican Republic in a week, and I need my beach bod. And he's like, you don't think that'll look weak as hell if we split a burger? I'm like, you're right. Let's get our own burgers.
I remember as a kid, I would order a cheeseburger, and my dad would like cut it in half for me, and then like later in life, he's like, "Yeah, you really don't cut a burger in half. You eat it whole."
We were just being cheap.
Yeah, that was for your sister. The other half.
My parents would never get drinks at a restaurant. Like the idea of a fountain soda is like, no, we got stuff at home, and I'm like, yeah, but we're eating here. Get a water cup. All right. I want to start today's show, besides burgers, I want to talk about something Danny sent me. It made me confirm my thoughts on where the sports world is going. And this one had to do with Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards throwing some vibes out there in the form of his plans for the future. Listen to this. Anthony Edwards has expressed interest in playing in the NFL, specifically stating he would try to become a wide receiver or a backup quarterback if he wins an NBA title before the age of 30. And, with the money floating around sports now, and we talked about Kyler Murray the other day. In fact, yesterday, we were saying Kyler Murray, here's a guy that made a couple $100 million in the NFL. He could now say, chapter closed, let me go give my shot at baseball. The A's, who said, hey, invite's still there. Do you think we would see a day where players said, I made so much money quick that I could try another sport?
I don't think so.
You think people are just going to stick with?
I think that, remember Brandon Whedon? He played minor league baseball.
I do remember that.
And then ended up being drafted. I think Brandon was 28 when he was drafted by the Browns.
The Browns, yeah. He was. I remember being like, wow, this a rookie and he's almost 30.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Like, I think that you have to burn out that way. I think it would be, I don't know how Anthony Edwards could find a spot for him, considering every position in the NFL is let's get younger, except if you're playing quarterback. But that would be I don't see it, especially with how good these athletes are nowadays.
Didn't Jerry Jones always put out that permanent invite to LeBron James if he wanted to give his shot at tight end in the NFL?
Yeah.
Because a lot of these guys are just pure athletes. And Anthony Edwards is a guy the guy's a specimen. So could Anthony Edwards play in the NFL? Again, we don't know. We've never seen him catch footballs. We've never seen him, drop back in the pocket. And, he said he wants to be a backup quarterback. There's a little bit more to it than Anthony Edwards saying he wants to do it.
It's 100% correct. They're like Matt. I remember Matt Barnes. Matt. Everybody knows from All the Smoke now.
Yeah,
but he was a great high school football player. Allen Iverson's history of how great of a football player that he was. But I think that goes away once you. In very rare instances can you do it, and then also play at that high level. That's the part. Like there's only so many Bo Jacksons and Deion Sanders.
I wrote down. I'm like, gone are the days of Bo and Deion where you're trying to do it at the same time. Maybe we're entering a world where a guy's like, yeah, I'm not even 30 and I've made $100+ million. My passion is to play a different sport. And listen, I know there's guys that are just great athletes that we've heard could do anything, like a Mookie Betts. And I'm not saying bowling's the money winner, but like Mookie Betts, have you seen this guy do everything? Everything Mookie Betts does athletically, you're like, oh, wow, he's an athlete. He's the kid that played every season, every sport when he was a little boy. But, now he's a grown-up. Would he step away from baseball to give it a shot at something else? Would Anthony Edwards say, yeah, I'm an elite NBA player, but you know what? I've made my big money. Let me go try to play football?
You have to love football. That's a conversation in itself. If you love football, if you play football, because it is not the easiest sport to love. So for Anthony Edwards to say that he would really, really love football. I mean, the guy is ripped. He's a freak specimen. But I don't know why you'd want to play football when you can make so much more money in the NBA.
And that's what I was.
Right?
And save your body too.
That's the Kyler Murray argument, because money in the NFL, even if he ends up with the Vikings or someone, he'd still make significantly more there, in my opinion, than if he did anything with the A's or in baseball, because he'd sort of have to start over. He's not going to get some Juan Soto, Ohtani contract, Aaron Judge money, just because he's Kyler Murray going to baseball. So he's still going to make tens of millions of dollars as a quarterback somewhere, likely. Is he willing to say, oh, you know what, for my health and to fresh start, I'm going to do baseball?
It's also different because Deion's not the greatest example, but because Deion did play at a couple of teams. But like, if you're Kyler Murray, are you really rushing to play for the A's right now?
Yeah,
it would be different. I mean, I give Bo Jackson credit for doing it with the Royals. I don't know if that was the day and age that we live in, but being a Yankee and doing it brings a lot more cachet than it would be to be a Sacramento A.
I mean, listen, I know it was because there was sort of an ending that they didn't really want, but Tim Tebow, when football was over, remember he gave a shot at baseball and he played minor league ball for the Mets and tried to make the team breaking spring training, and it was just like, yeah, sorry, dude. As much as the story would have been cool, like, you're good. You're not a professional.
Yeah, you're not
player.
that. You're good. You can mix it up with the guys here and there, but don't have any false hope.
Like very much like the GOAT, Michael Jordan. I mean, greatest of all time in basketball. Could swing a bat better than all of us in the bigs, but he's not going to make a big league team just because he's Michael Jordan.
There's also a bit of arrogance that goes along with it, where you really have to be that unique of an athlete and relate to the other players for them to welcome you, to think that you could just walk into their world and end up taking over. Now, like, Bo Jackson's talent was undeniable. He was an all-star in baseball, and we saw what he did on the football field before getting injured. But so there wasn't like a question of that. But I'm sure that there were players, if they weren't in awe of Michael Jordan, wondered, like, all right, what's going on here? And I would assume that for as great as a guy that Tim Tebow is, it is a bit of an arrogant thinking to think hey, I can just come in here and play this sort of.
Yeah, I always felt bad for the guys that were fighting for spots, and it's like, oh man, Tim Tebow or Michael Jordan or someone took my spot at like their attempt at like a hobby almost.
Yes, and then if you were to say something about it, you would look 100 times worse.
Yeah.
Even though you're probably valid in all of your feelings with how it played out.
No doubt. Well, you know what? A guy that knows about multiple sports, a guy that knows about the fight game and football, and this ties in perfectly because we're coming off of days of Logan Paul talking a lot of smack about NFL players and Tom Brady calling him a bitch. So we got lights out Sean Merriman joining us next. We'll talk a little bit about whether or not NFL players could get in the ring with Logan Paul and whoop his ass, or would we be shocked of what Logan Paul could do? Plus, we'll talk some NFL free agency with one of my faves. Sean Merriman joins Covino Rich next right here on Fox Sports Radio. Now, is your business struggling to find qualified candidates? You're not alone. Nearly half of hiring decision makers say finding top talent is the biggest challenge. And with the average cost of hiring someone at $4,700, every new employee is an investment. How about hiring differently? Let Express Employment Pros streamline the hiring process, save you time and money, and you can get started right now at expresspros.com. There's no hidden cost with hiring. Lost productivity, endless interviews, and the impact on team morale could add up fast. You got to go with Express. They're hiring way more efficient. Visit expresspros.com. Find a location near you. Recruiters at Express have local networks of talent ready to go to work. So keep moving. The hiring process we know is tough. Don't let turnover slow you down. Focus on growing your business while Express finds the talent you need to succeed. From warehouse to front office, Express staffs all jobs, whether you need contract workers or full-time staff members. Fast-track hiring with Express. Visit expresspros.com today. Express Employment Professionals, building your workforce, supporting your success. The Atlanta Hawks planning on their Magic City Monday night, a, quote, cultural place in the city of Atlanta, a gentleman's club known for their wings and entertainment and performers. T.I. People are coming out for this big Monday night. And the rub, for people that are like, this is vulgar. The rub. Did I say the rub?
Yeah, there's no rubbing
There's no
going
rubbing.
on.
Hands by your side. The rub would be that there's no women involved. There's no strippers. It is simply a night.
You would have to imagine, though, that some legendary alumni would want to make a cameo and get on the big screen that night, no?
Oh, like Big Booty Becky or something?
Yeah, like buy
someone,
a section of tickets for the former performers from Magic City.
Well, they are indeed moving forward with Magic City Monday in Atlanta. And the reason we bring it up was because we talked about it last week. Spurs, Luke Cornett of the Spurs, slams the Atlanta Hawks Magic City night, saying, what message does this send to women? So I want us to keep an open mind, and let's come to our own conclusion here. Is this a move that's disrespectful to women, or is it just celebrating a fun spot in Atlanta? Is it a little of both? Because sometimes, like, two things could be right.
Truthfully, yeah, it's probably that. You know, because you could just say, hey, it's a fun night, and it's a celebration of what they're calling a cultural institution, a part of Atlanta. You know, sometimes I refer to Atlanta as Magic City, right? I mean, don't we say that sometimes? Because it's such a popular, like, even tourist attraction at this point.
Let me throw this out there. This is what Cornette said, Cornette of the Spurs. The NBA should desire to protect and esteem women, many of whom work diligently every day to make this the best basketball league in the world. We should promote an atmosphere that is protective and respectful of the daughters, wives, sisters, mothers, and partners that we know and love. Cornette added the promotion will reflect poorly on the whole NBA, as it could make the league, quote, complicit in the potential objectification.
My mom agrees for
and
sure.
mistreatment of women in our society, regardless of how a woman finds her way into the adult entertainment industry. Many in this space experience abuse, harassment, and violence, which they should never be subject to.
Yeah, he's bringing some real harsh reality
I feel like
to
he's
it.
bringing the real talk into
And
like
he's not
a
wrong.
fun time.
He's not wrong
He's
at all.
not.
That's why it makes headlines. If it wasn't a controversial move, we probably wouldn't have known about it. It sounds odd that they're doing this and embracing it. I know it's meant to be fun, and they're doing it when they play the Magic on March 16th, right? Magic City night, Magic City Monday. He's not wrong. He's not. I don't think it's every dad's dream. I'm a girl dad. I don't think it's not my dream for my daughter to work at Magic City one night.
Well,
they're celebrating
the old Chris Rock saying used to be, what's the dad go? Keep her off the pole.
And
now it's keep her off the OnlyFans.
Keep the cheeks off the gram, yeah.
Off the fans.
Or off the OF. We are sending mixed signals by celebrating that. Yeah, absolutely. He's not wrong. It's just you don't want to hear it.
There's a dark side of that industry. We all could accept that, and it's the sad reality is there's a lot of desperate women that do this. There's a lot of women trying to get a cheap, a quick
I doubt
buck.
it was their dream gig.
But then there's other women that own it, and they're like, I'm gonna own my sexuality and go strip.
Yeah,
so
it empowers some women and it puts them through school.
That's another side of it as well. So that's why.
Oh, is that the Rob Parker Scholarship Fund?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I understand,
Sorry.
that two things could be right is a boring answer, but
She's number 27.
it's the true answer.
Yeah, I mean,
There's
listen,
two sides to this.
you could say a fun night, and you could also say a disrespectful night. And I think
also
not-
controversial
why
in the
not
sense
both?
that, Luke Cornett does make a good point, especially when the NBA so closely affiliated, owns the WNBA, which is supposed to be empowering women. At the same time, they're
But Rich,
promoting this.
how's it disrespectful, Rich? They're not having the dancers in thongs on the
Because
court.
we're celebrating they're celebrating, not we. I'm not even part of this. They're celebrating.
just because they're
Don't
not
try to
there-
distance yourself now.
No, I got nothing to do with it.
But what he's saying, Danny G, is like just because they're not there, that would be like saying, "Hey, we're having Pornhub night at the stadium." Well, we're not bringing any adult film stars here, so what? It's just the night.
Yeah, you're still
you're still celebrating it.
Or honoring it in
Yeah.
a way.
You know what's interesting is that we live in a world now where women more than ever, rightfully so, own their sexuality, right? Like there's no shame in, like it used to be like, if a guy hooked up with a lot of women, he's a stud, and if a woman did, she's a hoe. Like that narrative has changed, and women are owning their sexuality more.
I get you're making some great money, but not everybody is. How many women are out there, putting their stuff out there for $27 a month?
As the meme goes, I thought I was going to become a millionaire, but now all my friends and family and everyone's seen my, goodies, and I made $412.
Yeah, so not everybody's slaying it like that.
All right. CNR, Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. As Iowa Sam's rocking some Jimmy Buffett.
Cheeseburger.
I got to say, my second bite of the arch was better than the first, so maybe I was a little harsh.
Listen, you take a bite of McDonald's, and then you're like,
It tastes like McDonald's, though.
you're like, is this really good? And then you find yourself eating all of it, and you're like, how'd that happen?
Dude, I get why Portnoy says one bite, but ends up taking more bites, because I took one bite and I'm like, this is ass. And I took another bite and I got some more of that sauce and stuff. And I'm like, ooh. But then again,
it's gaining on me.
I'm not saying I'm no food snob here on Covino and Rich, but McDonald's, I'm just not choosing McDonald's. I'm not choosing McDonald's burgers. Maybe on a road trip for the consistency, for the I know what I'm getting. But I'm not feeling it. All right, listen, we're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio, and your next success could begin sooner than you think. Put your goals within reach at the University of Maryland Global Campus, an accredited state university. Undergrads and most graduate classes start on March 11th. Learn more at umgc.edu. That's umgc.edu. And have you ever wiped with a dry toilet paper and wondered, is this as good as it gets? Well, it's not. Switch to life-changing, extra-large Dude wipes, because wetter just cleans better. Available at Amazon, all major retailers nationwide. Dude wipes, best clean, pants down. Now, we're waiting to get Lights Out Sean Merriman on the phone, and I got to always take you behind the velvet rope. I'm no BSer. I'll tell you the truth. Danny G went to call him, and like Sean Merriman, he has his old number. So Danny G got like, hello? Yeah, Sean there? Yeah, this is Thelma. It's like a random number. So Danny G's hunting down his updated number.
That's how long his agent has been his agent, that he has Sean's other old number in his phone.
His nickname is no longer Lights Out, it's Lines Out.
Lines Out.
It's Lines Out Sean Merriman.
It's weird. He's I hope things are good. He gave us a Cricket Wireless number. All right, we'll get Sean Merriman on the phone in just a couple minutes, I hope. But in the meantime, let's kick it to our dude, Dan Byer, for an update. DB, what's going on, my friend?
Thank you very much, Rich. A lot going on in the NFL today, getting ready for that new league year that starts on Wednesday. Of course, the legal free agent tampering period will start on Monday. Today, the Raiders release quarterback Geno Smith. Texans letting go of running back Joe Mixon, while Vikings center Ryan Kelly announced that he is retiring. In college football, former Michigan head football coach Sharon Moore reached a plea deal following his arrest last December. He pled no contest to 2 misdemeanors as the felony home invasion charge against Moore was dropped. Moore will be sentenced on April 14th, but he is not expected to serve any jail time. In college basketball, North Carolina dealt another blow when it came to freshman guard Caleb Wilson. Wilson's going to miss the rest of the season season after fracturing his right thumb in practice on Thursday. In the NBA, Celtics star Jason Tatum makes his season debut tonight against the Mavericks, 10 months after tearing his Achilles last season, while LeBron James won't play tonight against the Pacers, out because of a left elbow contusion, also dealing with left foot arthritis. And in golf, second-round play wrapping up at the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Daniel Berger is your second-round leader, shot 68 today. He's at 13 under, 5 shots better than Akshay Bhatia, who's at 8 under. As for Rory McIlroy, 9 shots back at -4. Scotty Scheffler wrapping up his round, still on the course. He is at 4 under par and 9 shots back of the lead. And a quick score update from Arch Madness. You know I love it in St. Louis. UIC, University of Illinois Chicago, leading Murray State 77-54 with 9 minutes to go. If the Flames hold on with their 23-point lead, they will face Drake in the next round, who upset top-seeded Belmont earlier today, 100-79. Rich, back to you.
Oh, thank you, DB. And how ironic, Daniel Berger, the day we try our burgers,
right.
leading.
And Arch Madness, and we're trying the Big Arch.
I mean,
how about that?
The show
All
writes
ties
itself.
together.
The show writes itself, Sam. You know what? The big buzz this week, I don't know why, I'm a sucker for a good fight. And it was, as Covino and I always say, what do we like? A good fight and a good booty. And by the way, tonight, Team USA against Brazil, World Baseball Classic. They may beat us in a booty contest, but I think we got this one tonight, USA. Let's go to a guy that knows all these things. Fights, NFL, everything. One of my pals, lights out. Let's give it up for Sean Merriman. What's up, Sean?
Yo, what's up, my man? How you doing?
We're good, man. I'm bummed that you're not here, and I'm bummed Covino's not here because I know you guys always gets the yips when he tries to give you a bro hug and a handshake.
we finally got it right, man. After all these years, we finally connected on something.
Nice. Well, at Sean Merriman, you could always catch up with all the cool things he's doing, but I got to ask right out the gate, you're a guy, lights out, you know fights, you know NFL. What's your initial take on this Tom Brady, Logan Paul beef?
Look, I just think it's great promotion for them, right, with the flag football game they got going. People are talking about it. I mean, when you're trying to promote something, it doesn't matter what you think or if you think it's silly or not. If people are talking about it, then that's good promotion, and people are. Now, I think in my opinion, it crossed the line a little bit when they started to talking about fighting, which Logan now is talking about all NFL players. Look, if you want to challenge Tom Brady and tell him you'll knock his head off, no problem, right? Great promotion. But now you're getting into an area where there's real danger, right?
Yeah.
And I don't want to take anything away from Logan because I think he's done a hell of a job in WWE. He is much more of an athlete than people give him credit for. But you're talking about like professional athletes who do things to other people for a living, right?
Yeah. So, my first thought is when I think of a Myles Garrett or a Bosa brother or some big dude like a Crosby, could Logan Paul, I can't imagine, no matter how skilled he is boxing, I feel like all those guys would whoop his ass. Am I wrong?
Well, look, I'm not going to say this because I've been around this sport and I've been around some of the best and trained and sparred some of the best fighters in the world. You don't just walk off the field and just become a good boxer because you're stronger. Those muscles and things do not translate into boxing or fighting in general. It don't. But that being said, Logan did knock out Floyd Mayweather, who's 160 pounds. Right? And so if you can knock out Floyd Mayweather, you're probably not going to knock out a guy that's 250 pounds of all muscle. I just don't see it. And I don't get me wrong, Floyd is the greatest of all time or one of. But again, you didn't knock him out. And so I think that's where you kind of got to draw the line. If you can't knock him out, how are you going to knock out a guy like Myles Garrett?
Sean Merriman here on Covino and Rich, at Sean Merriman, lights out. Every time I see you and I go in to give you a little handshake and a hug, you're built like a rock. And I know you spar, you're a fight guy. What's your thoughts? Do you think you could take out Logan Paul?
First of all, I don't hit children. That's one. I would. I think I'm taking myself out of the mix because, for one, I'm 41 and I actually have years of experience in training and being in there. Mm-hmm. Not saying that I'm a fighter at all, but I've been in there with like some real dogs. So I want to take myself out. Plus, I don't think that Logan would even think about going down that path. I think the better fight would be Le'Veon. I think that Le'Veon's been training. He is a notable NFL player. He has a good background. He has a big fan base, a big following on social media. It makes sense. It makes sense for Le'Veon to do the deal, but I see the roadblocks that Logan is putting up now. Right, practice, $1 million in escrow, and it got to be this way, and no judge. I'm like, just say you don't want to do it. Right?
Okay.
Just say you don't want to do it. So that's what I see.
Now, when you take out tackling and all the toughness that goes into playing NFL football, and you make it flag football, which is more maybe skill based. When you take out, like I said, a lot of layers of the game, could Logan Paul compete in flag football from what you've seen? You think is it going to be a different game? Are we going to be shocked at who's good at it?
No, I think that Logan is a great athlete. I think he's going to look good on the football field, but so will a lot of people when you don't get hit, right?
Yep.
That's why I don't pay attention too much. Like when the OTAs start in football and minicamp and they run around in helmets and jerseys, everybody look good. You got your sleeves rolled up and oil on your biceps. Guys are running around there fast, and then you put the pads on, and then those strong guys go away.
Yeah.
So and that's what I think Logan's going to do. He's going to look great. I'm sure he is an athlete. He's going to have some fun out there, but he would never dare step on a football field, not if he value his life.
Let me ask you, Sean Merriman here on CNR. NFL offseason, I know you're a guy that keeps your ear to the fight game and the NFL. You're involved in everything. Any intriguing stories? What gets you interested? What happens with Fernando Mendoza? Are you curious what happens with Stephon Diggs or Kyler Murray? Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, for one, Stephon, I think it was time, right?
Yeah.
And I think he did himself justice because obviously Stephon's a former Terp, like myself. Yep. I think Steph did himself a justice this year by stepping up as a leader, more mature, answering the media. I think he did himself a huge favor, and he's going to have another opportunity somewhere else. Kyler Murray, man, I wasn't shocked at all. In fact, I thought they took too long to move on from him, to be honest. I thought that was going to happen at least a year ago, maybe two. When all the news came out about him, not really being locked into playing football. I thought that when that happened, typically, you guys know, when you start hearing rumblings, it's coming from somewhere in the organization, somewhere in the front office. That's their message to tell you that you're on the way out the door. So they start implanting these little things that, you don't care much about football and you're not a great leader. Those things happen when a guy is on the way out the door. So I thought it was going to happen 2 years ago.
Sean, would you be shocked if Kyler Murray out of nowhere was like, I'm going to go try baseball? Because if you remember, he had that option.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be shocked. I think more shocked because he's making so much money in football.
Yeah, true.
And I don't think I don't think he can make that same amount of money in baseball. Do I think he can play it still? Absolutely. He can make a team, but the money's not going to be there. So it'd be hard to take a pay cut when another big payday is coming around in the corner.
Sean, I know, again, fight game, football, this guy, with Covino Rich, big fans of Sean Merriman. He knows it all. And some of these gimmicky fights that are coming up, what do you think about Tyson sparring Floyd Mayweather Jr.? Are we going to see anything, or is that just going to be two, legends playing patty cake?
I said 10 years ago I will watch Tyson fight until he's 60. I would. I would watch Tyson.
He's so intriguing. He's so intriguing to me.
Right, and I said, and guess what? He's approaching 60, so this will be his last fight that I'm going to watch Mike Tyson ever. Period.
Nice.
But I'll say this. I think people need to separate entertainment and fighting, right? And if it's something on Netflix that we all are subscribers to anyway, if it's something that's accessible and it's not a big pay-per-view model, people are going to watch. Every fight, people say, I'm not going to watch Jake Paul. It's fixed. It's this. It's not good. And then what happens? Over 50 million people watch the fight.
Yeah.
And so, with that being said, man, people just need to separate entertainment and fighting. And most people will pay for entertainment. That's just what it is.
One last question. We'll let you get on with your weekend. Hopefully, you have a good weekend plan, Sean. Okay. If Logan Paul did say, "Yo, Sean Merriman, you're a B," and he calls you out or something like that, would you accept?
I would laugh because I know it's a joke. I honestly would. I wouldn't take it seriously, and I'd just take that he's, maybe wants more subscribers on a podcast or more. I wouldn't take it serious because that's not what he wants. Mm-hmm. But I definitely think that I think that Le'Veon, he should take that fight with Le'Veon. I think that would be a great fight.
Nice. Well, listen, man, have a good weekend. Thanks for the time. Sean Merriman on Covino and Rich. And coming up, we're going to play Brainwave, give away some prizes here on Fox Sports Radio, and talk a little World Baseball Classic. That's all coming up right here on Fox Sports Radio. Now, if you're ready to tackle your financial goals, you got to hook it up with Webull. You don't have to sit on the sidelines. Whether you're a rookie or a pro at investing, Webull puts you in the game with the tools that make you make the right moves. Trade stocks, options, ETFs, or play the long game with cash management and retirement accounts, all on one platform. Webull's app pairs advanced analytics with real-time data so you could read the defense, adjust your strategy, and stay in control. And now with their AI Vega, you could ask questions like, what's the outlook for this stock? Analyze my watch list, and you're going to get real-time insights. You're going to get fundamentals, and it's going to be in plain English. And if you want a wider view of the field, use Portfolio X-Ray to spot trends, manage risk, and optimize performance of your portfolio. Stop punting away your financial future and join Webull's community. Discuss markets, trending topics, and ideas with fellow investors. Download the Webull app today on mobile or desktop, Webull, or visit Webull.com.
Webull Financial LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Webull.com/disclosures.
Covino Rich.
Are we using our last brain cell?
Last brain cell.
Last
Hit it.
living brain cell.
There's a new sport in town. It's not basketball. It's even dumber than that. They're calling it Run It, and it's exploding in Australasia, and they're saying it's the next level of sport.
Did you just make up like a country?
That's what they're saying. It's the exploding sport in Australasia. 2 athletes, 20 meters apart, brain damage bait. Take a look.
What is this? Just full force?
That's it.
Oh, that guy's dead.
He died right there.
Concussion.
One dude carries the ball. Other dude full speed trying to stop him. It's like an old football drill going 100 miles per hour
But why
with
are we
no
okay with
pads.
this? You know when what are the scariest moments in the NFL? Remember when Tua was on his back and his hands were like shaking, and that was, I don't know, the scariest shit.
2 dudes, 2 concussions, and you got all these fans loving every second of it.
On purpose.
Yeah, and it's called Run It.
This isn't wide receiver over the middle on a slant pattern and Ronnie Lott hits him in 1989. This is on purpose?
So it's not the first basketball level of dumb sport we've seen in recent history.
Okay.
There's other ones. Yeah, Run It. Crush it. Crush your skull is what's happening here. Again, other sports that require your last brain cell, Dana White's behind one of them, and that's power slap. Again, very viral. You've seen these videos, and it breaks the first rule of fighting. Protect yourself at all times. That's what makes it terrible. No one's protecting themselves. Now, there it is. What does a referee say? A referee says, protect yourself at all times. Shake hands, have a good fight. That's what makes this terrible.
I can't lie.
UFC, boxing, you're protecting yourself. Swimming in, not getting wet, stick and move. There's no sticking. There's only sticking. There's no moving.
Can't lie. I've thought about doing this to you. But no, I can't lie. If Dana White said, Covino, Rich, you guys want to come hang? Front row, power slap. I hate to say it, but we'd go. But it seems so barbaric, and I'm not some big...
Because you're a sitting duck.
I'm not some big lame-o. I'm not some puseta. I like a good fight, but you're right. Defenseless seems wrong. Like,
that's the difference with power slap. Sure, we watch. I don't want to sound like a hypocrite. Of course, I'm going to watch. It's like watching a train wreck. But is it safe? Is it fun? Is it our last brain cell? Pretty much. Power slap.
Cove.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we going to do next? Nut kicking? Like, imagine, like, oh, you're up.
Beavis did that to Butthead, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, that would be the next sport.
Limbo skating. Apparently, you skate and then you get on all fours. Or, like,
you could do that, I bet. Didn't you used to do that back at the old skating rink?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's pretty impressive, though. Limbo skating?
I scraped my helmet.
All right. Can I give you the
Limbo
lamest
skating.
Oh, look at that.
No, not that helmet. My other helmet. How about joggling?
I scraped my helmet on the floor.
Joggling.
Do you mean when people jog and juggle at the same time? That sounds not like the lamest thing I've ever heard of.
That's really stupid. Yeah, joggling. People, imagine like your son's a joggler. Like, yeah, way to go, kid. Appreciate that.
Hey, your kid involved in any sports? Your kid playing?
I got one kid. He's a LARPer. He's LARPing.
Yeah.
And the other kid, he's a
yeah.
He's a joggler. Joggler. Yeah.
That's how you know you failed.
Yeah. No.
Let's see what else I got one. I know you're down for a good arm wrestle. Even back in the 80s, remember thumb wrestling?
Yeah.
Have you ever toe wrestled?
I bet you eat your dick toes. You'd be good at this.
I do have big toes.
Rich has giant dick toes. Like, look how gross this is.
Quick toes away. Casey.
But again, if there's a market for run it,
What's going on here?
yeah, toe wrestling, I guess, is a big deal. And it makes me think of Seinfeld's bit on the biathlon, speaking of the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
That looks like a toe
He
snap.
talks about how...
You're missing the slow-mo of the final move. when he did the over-the-top with his big toe.
Isn't quite the
There he
same as
is,
it
the toe jam champion.
Imagine a toe wrestler on a first date. Like, oh my God, like, what do you do for fun? Like, what's your side hustle, dude? Yeah. Try fucking toe wrestling. We feeling this Friday on CNR, Covino Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Rich Davis. Anything you need at Covino Rich. You can follow along. Watch the YouTube right now, youtube.com/@CovinoRichFSR. Live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And it's time for our Tire Rack play of the day. And, if this isn't bringing the excitement, I don't know what is. Ohtani lighting up the WBC with a grand salami.
The 2-1 now. Ohtani lights it up. It is gone.
Damn!
Ohtani, of course. And the Tokyo Dome is on fire.
Man, what a great call. Japan beating Taiwan 13-0. That's courtesy of FS1 TV. Steven Nelson on the call. That was a damn good call. Our Tire Rack play of the day. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection and convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. And between that Ohtani Grand Slam and Juan Soto playing like the Mets are hoping he plays in a month from now, the World Baseball Classic is just showing you how fun baseball could be. And it makes me wonder, are we like lame fans here in the U.S.? I know it's the World Baseball Classic, but when you watch, again, the fans in the, the Tokyo Dome?
Yes, sir.
Fans in the Dominican Republic? I mean, we need to bring it a little more, Team USA. USA, when we're at a Dodgers game, a Mets game, any game, a Yankees game, can we bring it? DB? I know it's like a casual Wednesday. You might be at the stadium, but
it makes me think that maybe the finals should be played in Japan, right? Because they're the three-time winners.
Right?
They've won the event more than anybody, but it's never going to happen. Major League Baseball would never allow that to happen. But to see that scene, at least to have the sounds of it, was pretty amazing.
Well, Aaron Judge has to deliver the same way Juan Soto's delivering and the same way that Ohtani delivering a grand slam. And I'll be honest, like Ohtani, other than that little misstep with his interpreter, some say taking the fall. No, other than
misstep, huh?
Other than the little misstep with the interpreter and the gambling, like has Ohtani done anything wrong? The guy's winning MVPs. He's winning back-to-back World Series now. Shohei Ohtani's just been great for baseball.
The show of respect with always the tip of the cap or the nod or to the opposing skipper. I think it was Stephen Vogt of the Guardians who wasn't paying attention at one time and said, "Oh my God! Oh, yep. Forgot."
He's great. He's just so good for baseball. But if you're not watching the Baseball Classic, World Baseball Classic tonight, I don't know what else is on. Danny G, I know we're gonna go over weekend hobnobbing, what to watch, but what would you rather have on in the background? 8 p.m. Eastern. Team USA. So right after we get out of here, go home, throw on the WBC of United States versus Brazil.
It's all about Team USA tonight.
Team USA's roster is fantastic. And Skubal, Skeens, McLean, and who's pitching
It's like
tonight?
an all-star game.
Who's pitching tonight again? Who's on the hill? I think you said it before. Or
Logan Webb.
Logan Webb. So he'll get the nod tonight. But WBC gets me pumped up, and I just wonder if I made the analogy the other day that it's sort of like a little appetizer to the regular baseball season. I hope this isn't when you get a good appetizer and then the entree stinks, because baseball starts in a month, and if you could carry over this excitement, I think baseball's hot right now, and we know what's going to happen after the season. Players union, owners, everything. You might have a little hiccup with baseball. So baseball has 1 year now to really bring it and hope that nothing stops it.
I think there's recently been a trend, and I think people have realized it, that not everything is for them. That, okay, I understand that this is being brought to a different audience. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe most recently, the Bad Bunny halftime show.
Yeah.
Now, the World Baseball Classic is another situation where it's not that it's not for them. I think it's in another category where, it doesn't have to be the greatest thing ever, but if it's entertaining, what's the harm in it? If it gets you interested in baseball, if it gets you to sit on the couch to watch a game and to see all of your favorite players happen to be maybe on one team or at least a bunch of them, like there's good, and like not everything has to be the best of the best to be able to tune in for something.
No doubt.
And I think that this is a good, it's a really good event that gets you excited. There is excitement with it, and it's not a foregone conclusion that the United States is going to win.
Yeah.
So that even adds it. Kind of like we saw with the men's hockey team. It even adds more excitement to it.
I'm glad you brought that up. Covino and I often talk about when we were growing up in the 80s or 90s, there was something called monoculture. We've mentioned this before. The monoculture meaning we all know the same things. The same reason we all know the same episodes of Different Strokes or Growing Pains or, every Saturday morning you watch Saved by the Bell and then wrestling and then American Gladiators and, your mom made pancakes Sunday morning and you went to Little League practice. We were all doing relatively the same thing. Now, with social media and a million things streaming and every network's got a streamer, we're all sort of watching different things. So when something breaks through and it is monoculture, like a Game of Thrones finale where most people are watching.
Sure.
We got to lean into these things. And I'm not a hockey guy, but you damn well know that Sunday morning I turned on USA versus Canada because it's a moment. And I feel like we're neglecting these big moments, and we should all be joining in and watching tonight. What else are you doing? Unless you got a hot date, I think you should be turning it on.
I will say that the Red Hawks of Miami of Ohio are, 30-0, 31-0? This is their last regular season game. They're on the road at Ohio, and a lot of people will be watching on ESPN2 to see if they can finish the regular season undefeated.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm betting the WBC gets just a tad bit higher ratings.
I know, but the college basketball fan
than the
in me,
Maction on
I
the
love me
Deuce.
some Maction.
I'd rather watch
I know.
Daniel Tiger.
I
with
know
my
you're
kids.
going to roll your eyes at me for
I'd
that.
rather watch, truthfully, anything.
Fair.
I'd rather just stare at the wall. All right, listen, coming up, we're going to play Brainwave. I don't know if Sam's going to be on my Brainwave. We'll get a contestant at 877-99 on Fox right now. Let's go.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there, and I point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event
You
during
can't.
a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
At 8 o'clock Eastern Time tonight on Fox, the United States takes on Brazil in the World Baseball Classic. On Fox Sports 1, about to get underway, Puerto Rico takes on Colombia. On FS2 at 7 o'clock Eastern, the Dominican Republic will face Nicaragua. Celtic star Jason Tatum will make his season debut tonight against the Mavericks, 10 months after tearing his Achilles. Lakers forward LeBron James out tonight against the Pacers because of a left elbow contusion. Also, LeBron dealing with left foot arthritis. The Raiders are releasing quarterback Geno Smith Smith. Texans released running back Joe Mixon, but signed tight end Dalton Schultz to a one-year deal. Vikings center Ryan Kelly announced that he's retiring. Former Michigan head football coach Sharon Moore reached a plea deal following his arrest last December. Moore pled no contest to 2 misdemeanors as the felony home invasion charge against the former Wolverines head coach was dropped. He'll be sentenced on April 14th. USC upset Murray State in the Missouri Valley quarterfinals, 92-79.
Hey, it's Friday. Covino and Rich right here on Fox Sports Radio. Covino dipped out a little early. I don't blame him. He's going to celebrate his parents' 50th wedding anniversary. Imagine that. 50 years?
My parents' 50th is coming up on the 20th.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. I was
That's something to celebrate.
They must really love each other.
I don't know.
50 years.
Yeah, you put up with each other.
I would say that older generation, I think a lot of them are married a long time because they just like, yeah, what am I going to do?
Hey, what can you do?
Love, right?
Yeah, love.
All right, well, hey. At Covino and Rich, we are doing it live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And with the iHeartRadio app, you can stream us whenever, wherever, Shakira style. Catch us anytime, 24/7. And if you want to watch what you're hearing, just join us on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR. Now, in a little bit, we are going to play Brainwave, your chance to win a prize. And we're going to go over weekend hobnob and what to watch this weekend in sports and entertainment. We'll get to all that. But first, if you want to chime in on anything we're talking about, hey, most interactive show on radio, 877-99 on Fox if you want to say what's up. Couple things I wrote down. I just want to cross off my little ADHD list of stuff I need to cross off or it's going to bother me. Number one, I know it's easier said than done, and I'm not trying to sound like a do-gooder. I'm not trying to sound like righteous. But do you know how easy it is to call an Uber, a Lyft, or even a Waymo now? I'm not getting a Waymo, but so many options, car services, that I hate to see Dylan Brooks of the Phoenix Suns, dealing with a DUI. Britney Spears, Danny G, like 5 minutes from your house, right?
Yeah.
Westlake Village, Britney Spears the other night, DUI, and they're saying possible jail time. She's going to seek rehab between now and May to make sure all is good. But just a reminder, I know it's a pain in the ass. You go out, have a couple drinks. Uber, Lyft makes life so much easier. The last thing you need is to, A, put you or yourself or someone else in danger or, get in trouble. Like, you don't need that. So be good, be safe, be smart. Number two, as we're talking about the World Baseball Classic, and my goodness, the excitement that Shohei Ohtani and Juan Soto, and by the way, you don't think it's frustrating for us Mets fans? I'm a Mets fan. That Soto's doing the Soto shuffle again? Something he didn't do at all last year. You know the little in the batter's box where he crouches down, little Soto shuffle? He didn't do that once last year, showing how much he truly must have hated Pete Alonso, Brandon Nimmo, and maybe even still Francisco Lindor. It bothers me. I feel like they need to go do an all-inclusive vacation together over the next week or so before the season starts, make amends. But when I see Juan Soto playing with a smile on his face, with the antics, to me, it's like, again, I said it the other day, when you show someone what you're capable of, you can't turn back. In a relationship, I mentioned it the other day. If you show your partner what you're capable of in the bedroom or if you're Captain Romance, they know what you're capable of. You can't then become a slouch again. So, come on, Juan Soto. Show up this year for the Mets. Your numbers were great last year, but bring the excitement to Queens. That's number two. But we're talking about these superstars that are making hundreds of millions of dollars. Shohei Ohtani. Skubal, who just won his arbitration deal with the Tigers. All the legends we speak of. Dominican team is unbelievable. The Dominican Republic team has a lineup that you would salivate over as a fan. But some of the other teams, do you know what these guys do off the field? So many of these guys have other jobs. Have you seen that a lot of these guys, Danny G, Dan Byer, that have regular gigs?
No, I haven't.
I gotta just tell you this because I found it
So, you mean they're plumbers like Bob, Cousy played against? Is that what we're saying?
Bob Cousy. Yeah, like back in the day when you would hear like, oh, Mickey Mantle owned a car wash, or Whitey Ford owned a drugstore. Listen to this. This is true story. Right now, this is on Front Office Sports. I found this. Team Chechnya and Team
Czechia. Yeah.
Team Czechia, the Czech Republic team, right? Here's some of the jobs that these guys have. Lucas Holok, he's a pitcher. But guess what else he is? A nuclear equipment manager. Hey, Marek Minarik, he's pitching for this team. He's also a real estate agent. So if you need a good deal on a house, call Marek. Andre Satoria, one of the pitchers, get this, electrical construction consultant. And Martin Schneider, he's pitching, but he's also a firefighter. So these guys on some of these other teams are playing for such pride. It's about the pride. It's about their home country. And I'll tell you, he's not here today, but Covino really did pull me into the excitement because I was like, yeah, let's get the Mets, Yankees, Dodgers, Phillies. Let's get the season going. But I'm going to be locked in tonight because you see the passion. I just hope we could match the passion like William Escala, who's an outfielder and also a construction superintendent.
I think that it says a lot for an event that we thought maybe I'm mischaracterizing, but I felt we didn't understand it early on.
Agreed.
What is this? Just for a buck? Is that what this is all about? And now how it's transformed in the way that it has. And I don't underestimate on how important it is. I know it's through our lens as Americans, but you really needed the Americans to not win. And so with Japan winning 3 times and the U.S. only winning once, I think has really helped. And you just talked about the Dominican Republic's lineup.
Oh, they're stacked.
Yeah, right.
They're stacked. And you know what? You're right, because I think when Team USA in the NBA, Team USA in the Olympics, when it was your NBA superstars early on, those early dream teams, it was like, oh, okay. After a while, you're like, okay, what are they going to beat people by 50 or 60 today? Then when the rest of the world caught up and some players sat it out, and then the U.S. started to get upset, truthfully, it was better globally.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, who doesn't like competition? The fact that the U.S. is the favorite, but they haven't won the last couple. Japan, the DR, Venezuela's got a squad. Puerto Rico's got a great team. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope I was grammatically correct. Otherwise, Ryan Johnson, who's a utility infielder for Czech, he's an English teacher. So I want to make sure we're cool.
Would you want to see this happen in July?
I know you're saying like mid-season. You would have to restructure. I mean, would you be okay with Danny? Would you be
replacing the All-Star game? Like
replacing the All-Star game?
There's no All-Star game or home run derby that you take 2 weeks off. You have this during that time, because at first I would think like there's no way that the teams would go for it, and then I thought to myself, well, if guys are being limited by their pitches now, would they be in a better shape to pitch in that sort of scenario? Would teams be actually more afraid because it's mid-season of their guy getting hurt? I think that there would be less of a chance of that happening as opposed to what's happening now.
Less of a chance of injury when they're in their groove mid-season.
Yes, correct.
And also, I think it all comes down to, unfortunately, cha-ching, is there a rev share with someone making money that matters?
Mm-hmm.
And if you tell me like, oh, MLB is going to profit as far as, these other countries and organizations, then yes. If you took a 2-week break and somehow dipped into the regular season a little bit, the World Baseball Classic would be awesome.
Dan Byer, I think your template would be best for the NBA and the NFL, who's, Pro Bowl and, of course, we hear all the junk now about the All-Star break for the NBA as the dunk contest kind of literally fell on its back.
There's still some value. I know you guys love to bushwhack at the home run derby.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to get rid of the baseball all-star game. However, would this be a better product if it was in mid-July and then you just have it?
I think it's cool when you think about I'm a Mets fan, right? Lindor would be playing for Puerto Rico. Soto's on the DR team, crosstown Aaron Judge for the Team USA, Bryce Harper, Team USA. You start to see all these guys representing their home countries. I think it's sort of cool, man.
The other portion of it, as I look at it, is just on a whole sports calendar. You could have it. We have the Olympics every 4 years, so 24, 28, 32 in the summer. World Cup runs opposite of that.
Yes.
Europe, the European Soccer Championships are opposite of the World Cup, so they've got theirs. Like we could put this with the other countries in a year where there is no World Cup, there is no Olympics. So like in 2027, like this would be, and then in 2031 or the next one, and it's our summer international event that you're interested in.
Look at that. I love it. DB, put him on the committee.
Just throwing it out there.
Put him on the committee.
Great job.
Great
Thank you.
job. So, all right, World Baseball Classic. Don't drink and drive. What was my third point before we get to Brainwave on a Friday. Danny G, your Raiders. So much excitement. Fernando Mendoza. You got rid of Geno Smith, right? That was announced.
Yeah, that was expected.
I mean, expected but official now, which means you're all in on Fernando. And if that's not the case, then I don't know what the heck's going to go on. So, Fernando Mendoza, number 1 pick. You got Genti. You got Bowers. Oh, by the way, would you be opposed to a man that has served his time, Henry Ruggs? Would you be opposed to reinvestigating that when that comes down the pike?
That's a sticky situation.
So, served his time when a man, you know what I'm saying? It's an interesting one.
Say no, by the way.
Yeah,
As impartial.
I think the team will have been well moved on past him by that point.
So there is a lot of excitement in Vegas for a team that is, bad enough to get the number 1 pick, but so much promise, right? There's a lot of speculation that if you lose Max Crosby, it's like a punch in the gut. In fact, your former quarterback, Derek Carr, what did he say?
He said, you can't trade him. If you trade him, there's a hole in the heart and soul of your football team, your effort, your accountability. The Raiders have one of, if not the best, DEs in the league.
You can't get rid of him, right?
I 100% agree with that, but some of this just seems like there's so much smoke that there's definitely some fire there in the building.
Was it a long-lasting dissension when he was jumping on trampolines and showing, hey, I could play? Meanwhile, the Raiders were resting him. Was that just?
No, this goes back further when other fan bases and other teams kind of like have wanted to will him off of the Raiders and onto their team. There have been
Trust me, 49er fan pages have pictures of him and Nick Bosa like bro hugging.
Dude, there's been Photoshop pictures of him with every other jersey on, it feels like. And, so when he did visibly get upset with the team when he couldn't play those last 2 games of the season, of course, this turned in from a brush fire to a wildfire. And now the word has been that Spy Tech and company there, Tom Brady, they want 2 first-round picks and a player. And there's been word that, there's some teams that are getting close to that but don't want to lose that much capital.
Yeah. I just feel like You could probably make an analogy for other things in life, but when you're so close, like don't leave before you're there. Like we turn the corner in this relationship, or like, oh, the job you work out, I promise there's gonna be a merger or something. Everything's gonna be good. Or like I feel like the Raiders are so close to like giving Max Crosby like, oh, you're on a team now that matters. Don't leave now. Like, don't you feel like Max Crosby leaving now just sucks for him in a way, unless he goes to a team that's ready.
I mean, I know he's been through a lot, so I get it. But as a longtime Raiders fan, especially for the fan base, he is the Raiders. He has a big Raiders tattoo on him. He's been Mr. Raider like Tim Brown used to be prior to him. But what's really hard is this back and forth, which has not been a lot of back and forth because he's not saying anything right now. He's still showing up first in the building to work out. They say the last to leave. He still has his work ethic going. He's not getting on a microphone saying, I want to leave, but yet he's letting this fire burn. And the Raiders front office is not coming out saying, we're slamming the door on this. We're not going to listen to offers. Instead, Spytech said, yeah, well, I'm going to do my due diligence and listen to other teams.
I mean, everything as Mr. Buxton said in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, great reference, by the way. Everything's negotiable. Remember he wanted Pee-wee's bike? Everything's negotiable. If someone's like, Danny, we'll give the Raiders 3 first-round picks. You'd be at that point. You'd
Rich,
be,
you're a hardcore Niners fan. Yeah. If the heart and soul of your team,
Fred Warner,
was out there in the news like this, and every team was making a push for him, wouldn't you want your leaders of your team to come out and say, "No, it's not even on the table"?
Tell you what, I guarantee within one scroll of my phone, I can find the Photoshop of him and Nick Bosa in matching 49ers uniforms. because every team has him.
But there's also the point. I mean, my Seahawks, Russell Wilson for a long time was one of the only things going for them, and they were only going so far. And I know quarterback is a different situation, but it's a very apropos because of how valuable that position is. And while we see more quarterback movement now than we did previously, the thought of trading someone of the caliber of Russell Wilson at that time, whether the demise was already starting to see cracks, whatever the case is, it still was a very foreign concept. But the point is with the Seahawks is if we are going to win a championship, it is not going to be with Russell Wilson and the amount of money that we are paying him. And I think if you're the Raiders, by the time you turn it around, you may be more bullish on what their near future is than I am, but I just don't think that keeping Max Crosby is going to be the solution for them to reach the place that they want to reach.
I mean, that's a great point. I'll give you the dumbest analogy. If you're redesigning a room in your house, you don't redo your bathroom with a trend that might be on the way out. Like, you almost have to look ahead because you're like, we're going to have this bathroom for 10 or 20 years. Like, you if you pick something too trendy and now, it'll be outdated. And if Max Crosby's eating up a lot of money and you don't think you could win for a handful of years like the Raiders or in the beginning of a really nice rebuild, maybe it's better to get – we could get a lot for this guy.
I mean, would you give Max another 2 years in this situation, D? Because yesterday evening – Mike Harmon, he said basically what you said, that, by the time the Raiders get things turned around, Max Crosby could be, over the hill.
He's 28. He could be at 31 by the time they finally get back to the playoffs.
But the NFL, you could turn things around quickly.
Yeah.
I know you need a lot of luck with the quarterback.
May help, like a guy like Mendoza, he might not have the instant success of like a Drake May but it might be a guy or Drake May 2 seasons. Sorry, but it might take Mendoza a few years. Plus, the offensive line needs to be rebuilt. It might take several years.
What if Mendoza lights it up and Tom Brady and Spytek finally get this thing on the right track? And then Max Crosby's looking across the street like, dang it, I should have just waited 1 or 2 more seasons.
I wish I wouldn't have made my kitchen white.
I've heard the
racist.
Like Max Crosby going to the Bears would be like instant success.
The Bears are a great example. And I told Mike Harmon, because he's a Bears fan, I said, you know what? Your team is a great example of this. It was just a couple of seasons ago that you guys were the butt of a lot of jokes, saying you were one of the most poorly run
They were just butt a couple of years ago.
Yeah. But it took a quarterback, obviously, and Caleb Williams and a new coach and some other pieces to get them on the right track.
The Bears-Raiders connection that I look at is the Khalil Mack deal. Like, who did it really benefit ultimately?
Yeah.
Right? Like, the Raiders, unfortunately, didn't make the most of the picks that they got in the deal, and the Bears didn't reach the heights that they had wanted to. So, ultimately, I don't know who won. Would it have been better for Khalil Mack to just stay a Raider the whole time? Well, I don't think so. I think they made the right move. I think both teams made the right move. They just didn't hit on their players, but that's the risky take. The only trade that I remember that I actually thought that the guy never should be traded is the Luka Doncic trade, where I felt the Dallas Mavericks fans would rather lose with Luka than win without him.
I think that's why that trade's talked about so much, and it really hits us all weird. Like, it wasn't like, he's past his prime. It wasn't like, they're doing so. It just felt like, oh, wow. We were in Vegas when it happens, and Danny G will back me up. Everyone in that casino was like, wait, is this real? What?
Yeah.
Like, it really, even looking at it now, you're like, that's a weird trade.
And I love Max Crosby, and I'd love if the Seahawks were in on Max Crosby. I don't think they can reach the price that the Raiders are asking. But the point is Max Crosby to the Raiders what Luka was to the Mavs? And I don't think so. Raiders have a lot of great players, and Max Crosby is one of them, but I just don't think he's in the category of you pass this up because he's Mr. Raider. And I think that you have to trade him when his value is the highest or the highest it's going to be.
That was sometimes someone is Mr. Whoever, and it's just not going to work. Notably, the Red Sox, the backlash they got when they said, yeah, we're going to just get rid of Nomar. Nomar was like he was the most popular Red Sox. They get rid of him, and they had to go on to win the World Series for the first time in 100 years.
Sure.
So sometimes you got to make that move. All right, listen, we're gonna play Brainwave, and thank you guys. Good insight. It is interesting when you're one of your main guys is on the trading block, because I know Danny G every day with his Raiders gear comes in here. thinking about Mendoza on one hand, on the other hand, being like, well, can we keep my favorite player?
Yeah, just want the Crosby saga to be over.
And by the way, could he beat up Logan Paul?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, we're going to play Brainwave. You're going to win a prize if you could be on the same wavelength as everyone here in the studio. We play it every Friday. It's a lot of fun. If you want to get involved, 877-99 on Fox. We'll play Brainwave next. Plus, Weekend Hobnobbing. We'll go over the calendar this weekend, what to watch in the world of sports and entertainment, what's streaming. So a lot of fun in the next half hour plus. So hang tight. More Covino and Rich next. Now, is your business struggling to find qualified candidates? Well, you're not alone. Nearly half of the hiring decisions out there, they say top talent, hard to find. It's a huge challenge. With the average cost of hiring someone close to $5,000, nearing $4,700, every employee is an investment. So if you want to hire differently, well, Express Employment Pros got you hooked up. They'll save you time and money. Get started right now at expresspros.com. They're also hidden fees with hiring. So there's lost productivity, endless interviews, and the impact on team morale could add up fast. With Express, hiring is efficient. Keep that morale up. Go to visit expresspros.com. Find the location near you. Express recruits all the talent in your local network, and they get people at the center of the hiring process for your team. Don't let turnover slow you down. Focus on growing your business while you let Express find the talent you need. From the warehouse to the front office, Express staffs all types of jobs, whether you need contract workers or full-timers. Fast-track your hiring with Express. Visit expresspros.com today. Express Employment Professionals, building your workforce, supporting your success.
The World Baseball Classic Team USA is stacked. And who's the leader of the team? Who's the captain? Aaron Judge. He's the guy. He is a leader by example. He's never been really an animated vocal leader. I can't say he's not a vocal leader, but he's not an animated guy. It's not who he is. He follows the Jeter blueprint. Was Jeter ever some sort of overly charismatic, outspoken loudmouth?
I just have to tell you, when you say things like that,
why?
Everyone else wants to
Why does that
barf
bother
in
you?
their-
Because your team stinks?
No, everyone else wants to barf in their mouth when you say
Why?
things like he
Why?
follows the Jeter blueprint.
Why?
Like there's
The
this
proof is in the
Like
championships.
there's this perfect way to be a
There
like
is.
a Yankee
tell
or
me
something.
Tell me all the Yankee controversy that Derek Jeter started. That guy had a stellar career. Give credit where it's due. You should be embarrassed as a Mets fan.
He gave out gift baskets to girls he banged.
Your boy David
Allegedly.
Wright you wish that David Wright or any Met for that matter had the career of Derek Jeter.
I mean,
he
I
did form a blueprint.
I do think that. But Aaron Judge, stop with the blueprint. He's a good leader, great player. Don't make me hate him. His speech to Team USA is getting criticized. And
Criticized by who? Dave Portnoy? He's a Red Sox fan. He's another blowhard. Let him yap about him. Dave Portnoy he has to hate on Derek Jeter. That's what he does. Same way I don't like the Red Sox. That's his job.
No,
I don't blame him.
I didn't even see the Portnoy thing. I'm just assuming
Barstool, it's so weird because Barstool says two things. They have a tweet that says, it's sad to see Judge being criticized for having the worst speech ever. And then in a following tweet, Dave Portnoy writes, worst speech ever. It's like, pick a side. Is it sad or are you adding to this?
Well, I mean, listen. I know we don't live in a world where everyone is Jameis Winston, because that guy could give a speech. That guy could fire up. He could go to an old folks home and get some old people dancing.
Jameis Winston. It's like when you're filling in for Colin and they're like, you guys stink. Why? Because we're not Colin? We're Covino and Rich. Why are you expecting Aaron Judge to be Jameis Winston when he's not? That's insane to me. That's not who he is, who he ever was. And if you think that's a lack of leadership, you're out of your mind. Clean out your eyes and your ears and notice that this guy leads by example. He's a consummate professional, and he's the real deal. If you don't understand that, you're missing the plot. And you know who came out and spoke out on his behalf recently? The great Paul O'Neill. Like, anyone that criticizes this guy as a leader knows nothing about baseball, knows nothing about how he's viewed by his peers and his teammates.
Aaron Judge's biggest defender, Steve Covino and Paul O'Neill.
Because this story is hogwash. You know the stuff I use in the shower to clean my junk?
Hogwash.
I'm going to give it to you to use on your face to clean out your mouth because you're talking smack. Hogwash. You're hating on. This is the problem with the world, not just Aaron Judge. We love our default settings to hate on stuff. You're hating on a guy who does everything right. Get a life. Losers. You guys are anyone criticizing Aaron Judge? Loser. I want to see the slob. You're the same slob that's criticizing pageant models as they're walking down the runway. Let's see what you're doing. Let's see how great
you're
you
saying
are.
we're
Let's
the
see
equivalent.
what you look
Hold on.
like.
If you criticize Aaron Judge's speech, you're
there's
saying
nobody better than
you're
that guy.
saying it's the equivalent of a fatso criticizing a runway model.
He's a treasure. You know what we should be doing? Applauding this guy. He's the captain of Team USA. You should be rooting him on. Rooting against Aaron Judge is un-American.
He just stood up.
Losers. All rise and celebrate this man because he plays the game the way it's supposed to be played.
I got to stand.
Aaron Judge
That's
on
right.
Judgment Day.
Oh, Judgment Day.
Who said he has to be a dynamic speaker? He's a leader on the field. He's a baseball player. He's not doing TED Talks. He's not hosting on Fox Sports Radio. He hits home runs.
By the way, Covino defending Aaron Judge.
Because it's a joke. People are gross.
But I feel like you would defend Aaron Judge harder than your
people
girlfriend,
are
your
gross.
kid, your family.
This is a great example of people
You
being
need to
gross.
be his publicist.
That's
you
right.
Are
I will
perfect
be.
for that
Aaron
job.
Judge, I'll be your publicist.
Because you believe in Aaron Judge.
That's right.
Genuinely.
I do believe in him. I absolutely do. And I believe that he's going to lead Team USA to their second World Baseball Classic. Dude, Team Japan has won 3 years in a row. Instead of backing this guy up, you're criticizing him? Let's see your credentials. I want to see your credentials. I want to see who you are criticizing Aaron Judge. And if you missed this speech that's getting all this criticism, take a listen. Aaron Judge addressing his teammates.
Sacrifice for your family at home, you're sacrificing for your country, and you're sacrificing for the brothers in the trenches with you. And that's one thing I want us to do, fellas. You know, we're down, we're beat up a little bit, man. You know, lead into each other, man. We're gonna lay it out on the line. If we do that, we're bringing the goal home, man.
Yeah. By the way, calm, cool, collected. What is he, your cheerleader? He's a player on the team. And by the way, this is out of context. People are like, this is his pep rally speech? No, they just got there, and he's addressing the team. The games don't start till Friday. You don't think that they're going to have another... Is the lead story today not that people are criticizing Aaron Judge?
I mean, it is.
So why
funny.
should I relax? It's ridiculous. Criticize people that should be criticized, not Aaron Judge.
Doing it live. Fox Sports Radio, Covino and Rich. And don't let employee turnover slow down your business. Express Employment Pros finds the talent you need to keep productivity on track from the warehouse to the front office. Express staffs all types of jobs. Visit expresspros.com today. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack. What's up, Tire Rack? They've been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection, mobile tire installation, all this good stuff at TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Hopefully everyone's gearing up for an awesome weekend. I can't be the only dad that overthinks my kids' sports. Like, honestly, I love it so much. You don't want to put pressure on, and you don't want to be bat dad from, like, South Park. But I know you feel me. You think about your kids' weekend sports, and you're like, here we go. I hope they do good. Oh, and you overthink it. Don't be like me. All right, let's do this. Time for Brainwave.
Do Covino and Rich really share the same brain?
Doris Day, Red, Shining, Johnny Ray, Pacific, South Pacific, Joe DiMaggio. Yeah.
Is their crew not far behind?
We're one.
Welcome to Brainwave.
Try to make sense of the brain.
It's easy. We drop fun sports, music, and entertainment questions. And if you match with enough of these bozos, you win.
I love that.
On the count of three, reveal.
Brainwave.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Locked in.
You guys are on the same wavelength right now.
All right, happy Friday. The questions in this game are all subjective. You just need to try and match the brain of CNR and the crew. Going to get our contestant from the studio lines, and then I'll explain the rules. First one through, Chuck in Arizona.
Oh, what's up, Chucky?
Yo,
Yo.
You ready to do this or
Chuck?
what?
I'm ready to do this.
So we feel like we know you a little bit. What do you do for a living there in AZ?
I actually work for a water treatment plant for the town of Gilbert. I treat the water that the town drinks.
All right.
I hope
Got
you
a
treat
real
it.
job.
Hope you treat it nice.
All right. Here's how the game goes. I got 5 rounds ready. Our contestant needs to win 2 of them to be the champ and walk away with a CNR prize pack. I'm going to ask a question and then give 3 debatable answers to choose from. The 5 of us today in studio are going to write down our dry erase boards here, the answers on them for the YouTube channel. And then on the count of 3, Chuck is going to shout out his answer and try to match at least 3 of us to win the round.
Okay.
Or no matter the caller's answer, if all 5 of us in studio happen to match, it is an automatic round for Chucky.
All right.
Ready to go?
Oh.
All
It's
right.
3 because there's only 5 instead of 6 today, huh?
Yeah, 5 today instead of 6.
Hey, Chucky,
Yeah.
you on speakerphone? You want to pick up the phone for a second?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, round 1. Let's start with a lifestyle category. Which of these 3 places should people never bring a small child?
Ooh. Okay.
Formal weddings, an R-rated movie, or an upscale restaurant?
Ooh, oh man. All the above? All right, say it again. All right.
Which
Where?
of these 3 places should people never bring a small child? Formal wedding, an R-rated movie, or an upscale restaurant? Okay, writing our answers down.
Oh my God.
All right, and Rich Davis, we're going to start with you after we get Chuck's answer. On the count of 3, Chuck. 1, 2, 3.
R-rated movie.
He says R-rated movie. Rich Davis.
You know what? I thought about this one long and hard because I love kids. I got 2 kids. I coach all these kids. They don't belong in weddings. I know they don't belong, but you know where else they don't belong? They don't belong in fancy restaurants. But I think those 2 places are acceptable. You'd be a pretty crummy parent if you brought a little kid to an R-rated movie. You know, my brother, I'll call him out. He's like, yeah, I'm thinking about taking my kids to Scream 7. I'm like, and I think you're a moron.
Can't do
it. All right, Dan Byer, what say you?
R-rated movie.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Needs one more to win the round here. Ian is sitting in for spot today.
What's up, Ian?
What's up, fellas? I got R-rated movie
R-rated,
as well.
so
R-rated
quickly around.
Already won.
Nice.
Wow. Let's just find out.
Yeah, find out what we said. I said wedding because I don't know the context of the rated R movie. It could just be for language or something.
Well,
and what'd you say, Sam?
You know, Danny deviated there from what we'd all been picking. But I went with R-rated movie as well. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm taking Koa to see Scream 7.
Well, it's a good
But he's
idea.
got a point on the board here.
All right, halfway to a CNR prize pack. Let's go to sports for round 2. In an MMA cage fight, what would hurt worse? Sean Merriman kicking you in the face, punching you in the face, or kicking you in the stomach? He was on the show last hour. What would hurt? Don't tell us until I count you down.
Hold on.
Kicking you in the face, Sean Merriman punching you in the face, or kicking you in the stomach?
Are we all picturing these terrible things right now? I'm like,
Yeah. What would hurt worse?
All right, hold on.
All right. We're all writing our answers down. All right, and we'll go in reverse order this time after Chuck gives us his answer. 1, 2, 3.
It's got to be the stomach.
So a kick to the stomach.
Yes.
Okay, Iowa Samuel, what say you?
Well, man, they're all gonna suck. I went for the kick to the face. Kick to the face.
I also said kick to the grill. All right, so 2 strikes.
Right.
Ian,
I said kick to the face as well.
maybe we'll all match here.
We're still open here.
Dan Byer.
Let's make it 4 for 4. Kick to the face.
Oh!
All comes down to Rich Davis.
I even drew a little picture of a foot to the face.
All
right.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. That was too easy. Let's keep playing a couple
No.
rounds just for fun.
We'll do round 3, and Chuck in Arizona, if you can get this, we'll throw some extras into your prize pack, okay?
So Chuck picked up the rare backdoor point where we are all in the same brainwave, but he was not.
Yeah.
He gets a point for it.
Yeah, lucky duck.
All right, round 3.
Backdoor strike.
Let's go to the music category. Of these 3 2026 nominees, who deserves to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame the most?
Ooh, okay.
Mariah Carey, Billy Idol, or Phil Collins?
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but they're putting all kinds of music
let's keep in mind, they put
Yeah.
hip-hop,
Yeah.
rock, pop, everything in the Hall of Fame these days.
Mariah Carey, Billy Idol, or Phil Collins? We're all going to write our answers down.
All
right. Everybody locked in?
Yep, locked in.
Chuck, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I think one of these things are not like the other. Billy Idol.
He says Billy Idol. We start with Rich Davis.
Oh, you dumbo. You dummy. I love you. But come on. Billy Idol's got some good songs. I like Billy Idol. He was great in The Wedding Singer. He's got some songs. It's a nice day for a white wedding. But are we forgetting, like, Mariah's dominance for, like, a whole decade? She has, like, more number ones than anyone.
How do I know
Come
Pop
on,
Boy
Mar-
was
I
going to
don't
say
even
that?
like Mariah. I'm not even a fan, but to deny Mariah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you, but
I
rock and roll.
Yeah, but
Billy
listen.
Idol.
Yeah, I know rock and roll, but I'm just saying, man. I'm not even a Mariah fan.
All right, Dan Byer.
Who's on the line? Is it?
It's Chuck.
Chuck, okay. Chuck may be dancing with himself here because I went Phil Collins.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Susu Studio.
Ian, who's in for Spot today.
I'm with Dan. I went Phil Collins.
Good job, Ian.
I also went the great Phil Collins.
Yes.
And talk rock and roll. He was part of Genesis. Come on. Iowa Sam.
And this is just for extra bells and whistles here, right? But I did go with Phil Collins.
Oh, so Rich blocked that
So
one. For the backdoor cover.
Yeah.
No worries, no worries.
He's already got it in
Take
the
a
bag.
lucky place.
We got time for one last
Yeah, let's do
category
one
here.
more. This is fun.
All right, the relationship category.
Oh, okay.
Rich's favorite. If you found out that your partner who was in a serious relationship with you cheated, would you break things off immediately with no contact, accept their apology and give them a second chance, or get with their friend for revenge?
Ooh.
All right. If you found out that your partner who was in a serious relationship with you cheated, would you break things off immediately with no contact, accept their apology and give them another chance, or get with their friend for revenge? We're all writing our answers down.
This feels deeply personal. I don't know
Yeah,
if we can get
this
on the
is
same
like really,
brainwave
Three
here.
of us are married.
Hey,
Benny G, you and Brendan cool?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Blame social media. That's where I do all my research for these categories.
I mean, Chuck's already got this in the bag. This is for extra
this is for
koozies
extras.
and extra little
All right.
knickknacks.
Chuck, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
So, because I know most of you are married, I'm going to go with the safe answer and say leave with no contact.
No contact. Okay. And we will start with Iowa
What
Sam.
did he say?
No contact. Break things off.
Break
immediately.
things-
Okay.
Really
Okay.
Samuel
Check it here.
L. Johnson.
And I am on the same brainwave as Chuck. Break it off now. Do it now.
Ooh.
I am
By the
as-
way, I think this answer says a lot about everyone in this room. So I'm judging all of you secretly and openly in my mind.
I agree with you two. I said, bye, Felicia. All
By
right.
the way, if any of these significant others are listening, if you chose forgive, it's an automatic free pass, right? You've already shown your hand. Right?
Or have you? What you got, DB?
Ian. No,
Oh,
it's
Ian.
Ian.
I'm sorry.
Break things off.
All right.
Keeping it consistent with everyone else.
Three in a row. DB.
Yeah, there's no other answer.
No, I
Break
got,
it off.
I got a different answer, and I'll tell you what.
I knew it.
All right, I got 2 little kids in a very nice house and a lot of things and a lot at stake. And I like seeing my kids all the time. My wife's a really good woman. So that's why I think I could say this. I would forgive knowing that I've gained a freebie.
Oh.
A free slip up.
You live in a world that, I just don't relate to.
I live in a world that doesn't
just-
exist.
Because then I'm like, all right, so now I would have to sell my house because you did something dumb. I don't know. I don't know. I think people are too quick to be like, I'm out.
But you know, Chuck did win that round, so you get some extras in the prize pack. So congratulations. A fat prize pack coming to Arizona.
Hey, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
Good job, Chuck.
Very much.
Yep.
All right. Hey, everyone have a great weekend. Let's go to DB for an update. Dan Byer, what's going on, buddy?
Fox Sports 1, World Baseball Classic play. Pool A, Puerto Rico against Colombia. Scoreless right now in the bottom of the second inning.
To say
One of-
Puerto Rico.
One of 4 games tonight. United States takes on Brazil. That comes up at 8 o'clock Eastern time. You will see that on Fox as they play in Houston. Tonight in Boston, Celtics star Jason Tatum will make his season debut against the Mavericks 10 months after rupturing his Achilles tendon. Lakers forward LeBron James out tonight against the Pacers because of a left elbow contusion. He's also dealing with arthritis in his left foot. In college football, former Michigan head football coach Sharon Moore reached a plea deal with prosecutors following his arrest in December. A felony home invasion charge was dropped as he pled no contest to 2 misdemeanors and will be sentenced on April 14th. The Raiders have released quarterback Geno Smith while the Texans are letting go of running back Joe Mixon. Houston did sign a tight end Dalton Schultz that is to a 1-year deal. Vikings center Ryan Kelly announced his retirement from the NFL, while the Bears acquired Patriots center Garrett Bradbury for a 5th-round pick in 2027. Some college basketball. North Carolina freshman star Caleb Wilson will miss the rest of the season after fracturing his right thumb in practice on Thursday. Drake and UIC picked up upset wins in the Missouri Valley Conference quarterfinals today, a.k.a. Arch Madness. Finally, Daniel Berger leads the Arnold Palmer Invitational at 13 under par. He has a 5-shot lead over Akshay Bhatia. Rory McIlroy is 9 back at -4. Scotty Scheffler 10 back. He is at 3 under. Rich, back to you.
Thank you, Dan Byer. By the way, that was a fun game, Brainwave. Really fun game. By the way, contusion. Am I the only one that thinks that word doesn't sound like what it really is? I feel like it's a bruise. Like, to me, like, contusion sounds way more serious. LeBron's not playing tonight because he's got a bruise. He got a bit a little black and blue on his elbow.
I think of a lump. Little lump.
Yes. But I don't know why. Maybe I'm not the smartest man, Forrest Gump style. But I feel like that word doesn't match. Like, contusion sounds like, ooh.
It sounds like it's causing you confusion.
Like contusion.
Land of contusion.
Yeah, the land.
Phil Collins.
That's what I'm saying.
There you go, a little Genesis.
You know what? How can I talk after that? Hey, we got more Covino Rich, and Brainwave is over. We got Weekend Hobnobbing, what to do this weekend. Next, right here on Fox Sports Radio, Land of Contusion. All right, if you're ready to tackle your financial gains and goals with Webull, you don't have to sit on the sidelines. Whether you're a rookie or pro to investing, Webull puts you in the game with tools that could help you make the moves you want. Trade stocks, options, ETFs, or you can play the long game with cash management and retirement accounts all on one platform. Webull's app pairs advanced analytics with real-time data so you could read the defense, adjust your strategy, and you could use AI Assistant. Now, Vega is there. You could ask things like, hey, Vega, what's the outlook for this stock? Or, hey, can you analyze my watch list? And you get real-time stock analysis, volatility insights, and if you want a bigger scope of the field, use Portfolio X-Ray. You could spot trends, manage risk, and optimize the performance of your portfolio. Stop punting away your financial future. Join Webull's community to discuss markets, trending topics, and ideas with fellow investors. Download the Webull app today on mobile or desktop. Webull, Webull, or visit Webull.com.
Webull Financial LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Webull.com/disclosures.
Lindor, the fans love him. But it seems like maybe he doesn't get along with everyone because maybe there's a reason Nimmo and Pete Alonso and Jeff McNeil and all of these guys were moved. Maybe there's dissension, right?
There was whispers, rumors, murmurs about him and Soto not vibing. And you assume you assume that because they're both Latino guys, Hispanic guys, that maybe that's why they vibe. Lindor's Puerto Rican. Soto's Dominican. You know, that doesn't mean they're BFFs.
I'm not assuming anything. In fact,
no, but I think there is an assumption they must do the salsa together and get along. That doesn't mean anything.
You think all white people think that?
Yes, I do. I do think that.
You think I think that because I'm a white guy? That I think because they're both Latino, they do the salsa together and love each other?
I'm not saying that you think that, but I bet you we have an understanding. There's a language.
That's gotta be racist.
There's a connection there. They must get along.
Are you thinking that? But I will say this, though. Last year, as a Mets fan, I had group chats from early on, and I was in denial of this, Danny. I really was. I was in complete denial because there was body language. And I'm not saying Soto has ever been the most demonstrative, like, let me show you my feelings type of guy. But he stopped doing the Soto shuffle on the batter's box. He stopped doing the few things that did give him a little pizzazz.
You know why? He says, "Hey, because Francisco made fun of me. That's why."
That's what he said.
He's not very, very kind to me.
And
my dance
I
moves.
know that we have since learned that Soto was a little butthurt that when he signed with the Mets, Lindor didn't reach out. Apparently, Aaron Judge was a great teammate, and he didn't feel like when he signed that big deal with the Mets that some of the team leaders, like a Nimmo or a Lindor, apparently no one reached out. And that sounds crazy to me because, not to be an ass kisser, but like when this network signed Stugatz to be the new show, I DM'd him like, yo, man, congrats, welcome to the team. That doesn't make me an ass kisser. I feel like that's polite.
Sounds like you're kissing ass.
Jesus Christ.
As my dad would say.
I'm saying,
what are you doing kissing ass?
I feel like it's a nice gesture to welcome the new guy. And Soto was butthurt. And my friends that are Met fans, my chat with my Met friends, which is now called Stern Sits to Pee. That's the name of our chat now. Should change. He did make some good moves. But my Met chat last year was like, yo, watch when one of them hit a home run. They're doing high fives and handshakes with Alonso, some of the other guys. Every time Lindor and Soto, it would be just the most casual, like the little low five.
I would see it all the time. Everybody speculated
like the little low five, and I'd be like, no, they're just being professional. Turns out they just don't like each other. And can you read what Lindor said to the press yesterday? Because I think this is not good.
Well, they're saying that Francisco Lindor painted an honest picture of the Mets clubhouse when asked about last season, noting that everyone is not best friends. He says, are we all best friends? That's not how it works in the clubhouse. He says they have a good dynamic and root for each other. And that's it.
I don't like that.
They're not all best friends. Like, that's not something you sort of say about your teammates. That rubs my cheeks in a really negative way. I don't want to hear that as a fan. Just keep the illusion alive, too. As a fan, like, you know, when we started interviewing celebrities and athletes many years ago, when the velvet rope was pulled back a little bit too much, it sort of rubbed me the wrong way. When I realized that NFL players didn't know everyone on the team, but then, of course, it made sense. Like, I get it. There's so many.
53 guys?
Yeah, there's 53 guys. There's special teams, offense, defense. There's a lot of turnover, a lot of
practice players
in and out. But you have this little kid fantasy that they're a team.
Well, do you realize?
And you know what it felt like to be on a team, and you're like, but they're a team. When I realized they didn't all know each other's name, I'm like, you don't know your own team? But he's on your team.
But
that's how I felt.
You realize, like,
when I hear this, I feel the same way. I feel deflated. Like, you're supposed to love each other.
I don't like it. If anything, like, you know, like
or pretend.
You know how you want people to be genuine and real.
It's like radio. It's like radio shows. You think they're best friends, but when the show's over, they all go their separate ways and they don't talk at all.
Yeah.
That's not what happens on this show.
No, you two actually hang out all the time away from the studio.
Enjoy each other's company.
Sometimes reluctantly, but that's just life. Yeah. But yeah, we actually all get along, and you know, we communicate all the time. It's like it's too much information. I don't like it. It rubs me the wrong way, and to me, it's the opposite of chemistry.
Man, LeBron's in a land of contusions. Not playing tonight. Good one, Dan Byer. Hey, it's Covino Rich, Fox Sports Radio on a Friday. Live from the FSR studio. And your next success can begin sooner than you think. Put your goals within reach at the University of Maryland Global Campus, an accredited State University undergrad, and most graduate classes start March 11th. And more info you can get right now at umgc.edu. That's umgc.edu. And if you're ready to tackle your financial goals, Webull makes it simple to start investing. Are you investing? Powerful tools, real-time data, all in one app. Get started at Webull.com or download the Webull app today.
Webull Financial LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Webull.com/disclosures.
Now, something we do every Friday we're going to get to in a second, but DB, you got something?
Just quickly, because of Sam and the podcast can't hear it playing Land of Confusion, do you remember not liking songs as much because you didn't like the videos? That was the one with the government leader puppets.
Yeah.
That as a kid I just couldn't relate to. So I didn't like the song as much because I didn't like the video as much.
That's a great topic in itself.
Yes.
Now, I'll be honest, from a radio nerd perspective, you guys came up in the sports radio world. Danny, you and I both worked, at times in the music radio world. There were songs I didn't like because they didn't have an intro. Like, I couldn't talk over them. Like, they started with words. So I always had to be really quick with what I was saying. Like, yeah, here's Green Day.
Yeah, but DB has a great point because we were little kids, and I remember that video was creepy. We just thought it was a creepy video.
Yeah, it just didn't resonate. And so I didn't like the song as much. So it would come on MTV and be like, oh. But now listening to it just on the radio, you're like, all right, yeah.
Wow, what a good song.
Covino, who's not here today, he'll be back on Monday. He has a theory that you can listen to music you liked as a kid and all of a sudden gain a whole new appreciation for a song. Like, there's a song that you might have just, you might have had on a random mixtape or something. Yeah, that song's okay. And it might just hit you different as an adult. Maybe it makes you think of your kids or a relationship or it just might hit you different as an adult. So don't be shocked if an old song comes back and hits you. It happens. All right, here's what you got to watch this weekend. Weekend Hobnobbing. Come on.
Living for the weekend. Your winning bets for talking points if you get stuck socializing.
You ever done anything dangerous?
You ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
That is dangerous.
Friday brings us Weekend Hobnobbing.
Hobnobbing begins tonight. Team USA. USA taking on Brazil. Like I said before, they might win in a booty contest, but as far as baseball goes, USA. Logan Webb on the hill. Aaron Judge trying to make a statement. He has to. You see what Soto's doing for the DR and Ohtani hitting grand salamis for Japan. So Team USA, 8 p.m. Eastern, about an hour and 10 minutes from now. First pitch, World Baseball Classic. Got to keep your eye on that this weekend. Yo, I was just looking on Netflix, and trending number 2 right now behind Bridgerton, which I'm sure a lot of wives and girlfriends want to watch, Vladimir. It looks like a hot and heavy drama. You know one of those where it's like the trailer's just like hot women like stripping? Anyway, you might want to check out.
Is that about Vladimir Putin? It's called Vladimir?
I think that's how they hook you.
Or like Volodymyr Zelensky?
I mean,
the president of Ukraine?
I mean, I think,
is this related to the war in Ukraine?
I think what you're saying has nothing to do.
It's just called Vladimir. Okay.
I think it's called Vladimir.
Well,
I'll
that
check
name's
into
been
it.
in the news lately.
Maybe it's the sultry life of Vladimir Putin. I don't know. I don't think so.
Could be, Rich.
How about A Friend and a Murderer for those people that love like the crime stuff, a limited new crime series. Comedy specials. Bruce has a new one, and Taylor Tomlinson. She's hilarious. She's got one. And as far as other things I need to catch up on, Danny, Paradise. If people are not on board already, 4 episodes deep. Season 1 was awesome. And a lot of people don't even realize it's back. Paradise, you can catch on Hulu.
Yeah.
Sterling K. Brown.
So many streaming services. That's why we don't even check our Hulu that often.
No, sometimes you're like, oh, wait, that's back? So definitely worth checking out. And I think this is the weekend. One of the best shows of the last decade on Apple TV. I think I'm going to start binging the 3rd season, Shrinking, with Harrison Ford. And this season, Michael J. Fox. I know I'm late to the party, but sometimes you know that feeling where you want to let a couple episodes build up and then binge them. That's where we're at. So that's what I'm watching.
All right, I got 2 on Netflix for you, a new Steven and an old Steven. The new one, Steven Spielberg, The Dinosaurs, 4-episode documentary series released today, and it features cutting-edge CGI, and it's narrated by the great Morgan Freeman.
Oh, I mean,
yeah,
Morgan
it's going to be
Freeman
awesome,
and
especially
dinosaurs?
to watch
Jeez.
with your kid. Yeah.
Not the mama. Oh,
And
wait,
then-
no, not that dinosaur.
And
sorry.
then based on an old Stephen King novel, this show's from 2016, but it's found a whole new audience now that it's on Netflix. 11/22/63, starring James Franco and Sarah Gadon. Franco goes back in a time machine to try to stop the JFK assassination.
I watched it first time around, and I totally forgot some of the parts. So I actually watched the first episode again. Such a good show.
So
It
good.
really, really is. I was Sam, what's on your radar?
So the Oscars are coming up a week from Sunday, and I have some work to do, so I'm going to be on Netflix watching 2 movies that I haven't seen yet, Train Dreams and also Frankenstein, which I know a lot of people have seen so far. There's also a lot of great college basketball and conference tournaments are kind of getting... regular season for men is wrapping up. Women's college conference tournaments are in full swing.
And if you got little kiddos, I said there's a ton of movies that are going to be out this spring and summer. This weekend, they're expecting big things from Hoppers, where the cartoon character goes in the body of an animal and realizes all the animals can talk. Very, very Dr. Dolittle-like, but expect that to do big numbers. And if you need to bring your kiddo to the theater and you want to get out and do something, Hoppers, they're saying probably going to make a ton of dough this weekend. Thank you guys for hanging. Thank you guys for filling in the gaps where Covino's away. Until Monday, arrivederci, baby. See you in the promised land. Goodbye, guys.